What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we're doing the try-hard version of Psycho Mid. In the past we have done this with like Petalmorphosis, but I wanted to really trim off all the fat and all of the RNG cards and really make this into a solid deck. I consider this maybe to be the next version of Psycho Pineclones, which was a very good deck. The reason we called it Psycho Pineclones is because you have 8 free cards. Only Solar Flare can do this. Is to have 4 Puff Shrooms which are free, and 4 Little Buddies which are free, which makes Pineclones really insanely good. Hence the name Psycho Pineclones. Now, the problem with the old version, sometimes it would just dominate 10-0, and sometimes it would really struggle. Thanks for the gifted subs. So the thing I sort of realized is that the deck relied way too heavily on Pineclone. If you got Pineclone, it was amazing. If not, not. So in this deck, we're going to be running 3 other really powerful cards that work very well with all of these cheap little free team-ups. Namely, the Elderberry. You can play, again, a 0-cost card, and then on turn 4 you get a 5/4 strike through, which is really strong. If that card is a mushroom, so we have Puff Shroom, Shroom for 2, and we also have More Spore, which is one of our superpowers. So then that little card essentially can do, 6 to 9 damage if it really is hitting 3 zombies, which is really good value. Besides, for a 5/5 bullseye is a really strong, powerful card. And then, of course, the Cop Cannon utilized with all these little team-ups. By those team-ups then essentially represent just destroying an entire zombie, which is obviously a huge amount of value. So we're running all the little cards, running Colonel Pulse, which is very good against cards like Teacher, Paparazzi. Actually a pretty decent early game control card. It does a lot, and then turns into a Pineclone or turns into a base for either the Elderberry or the Cob Cannon. We are running Shroom for 2, which again works with Pineclone, works with it does have a little team up, it creates another Puff Shroom. You can even just go Shroom for 2 and then put an Elderberry on top of the back Shroom and it'll be protected. So I decided to run Velociraptor Hunter. In case you don't get Pineclone, you're going to kind of need something to set up on turn 3 in order to really be gaining that tempo against your opponent, having more stats in the field. This obviously grows very quickly. You can play this on 3 and then play Pineclone on 4. That's basically a 3-cost 2/3/3s teamed up, which is really good. Otherwise, you can play this and then, let's say, the next turn go Little Buddy Elderberry, and then the next turn maybe make a play with Gloomshroom. So that is definitely the plan. Berry Blast, of course, is going to be the early game control. You have a lot of superpowers here too, which are good at early game control. The More Spore works very well with the Pineclone. Kind of this deck just glues together really well. Let's see how this deck does. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right into the games. I think we'll do normal bets today. So if you think this deck will win 8 out of 10 games, vote yes. 7 or fewer games, vote no. Over here at the live stream at twitch.tv/FryEmUp. If you haven't stopped by and say hello. It's a lot of fun. We've been having almost like 300 people here every day at the live stream concurrent. I mean, it's actually, we've been having over 1,000 in and out, but it's usually about like 250 to 300 at a time, which is awesome. So we'll keep one of these. We are gonna really look hard for Pineclone, and if we don't find it, then no big deal. The question is, would I mulligan this? I think I'm gonna mulligan the Shroom for 2. We are actually looking more for Colonel Bolt because it's Rustbolt who has like Teacher and stuff like that. I think now that we haven't found Pineclone, I'm not gonna ditch the last card. The worst thing that could happen in this deck is getting only the 1, 2, and 3 cost and not getting anything that costs 4, 5, or 6, because those are really gonna be important. And I mean, there are 16 cards you can draw, but this is a fine hand. At the end of the day, this is a mid-range control deck. Like, you really do want to keep the opponent off the board early. I just don't really want to deal with a Fossil Head. I know it's sad because this conjured a card to use a whole card to remove it, but I think I'm going to do that anyway. We have 2 more options for small removal, and I really don't want him getting a strong field before we are able to. When I say mid-range control, I mean you're basically stalling for the first 2 to 3 turns, and then on turns, sometimes 3 if you're going with the Hunters, but usually turn 4, that's when the real power begins. And we're just keeping an eye every turn. If we top deck a Pineclone, it's gonna change our strategy here significantly. We're playing Flag Zombie without 1-drops. Usually you want to you want to play flag with a bunch of other cards. All right, so we definitely don't have Pineclones. We're going to go turn 3, and this is going to be turn 4, and these Kernel Pults will sort of support, you know, future Elderberries and Cob Cannons that we draw. That is the plan. I have no idea what this is, especially since, I mean, they're rank 29. Like, usually, these are going to be Teleportation Zombie. I feel like he probably would have, well, maybe opted for Flag over Teleportation on 2. I don't think this is going to be as much of a threat as these Velociraptor Hunters, so I'm actually going to do it like this. I'm not going to play this on height. We're going to definitely save heights for the corns. I'm guessing this will be stronger. That's fine. This actually, it makes almost no difference because, again, it'll do one less damage this turn, but they still both grow. Anyway. Good for him nerfing the back one. So we're going to set this up somewhere that's not heights. It's going to be hard for him to deal 2 damage, so we are going to... It does heal a little bit, which is cool. Just put another threat on the field. Now, he has a lot of things he's got to deal with. Oh my gosh, if he weed sprays me right here, he's so going to weed spray. No, okay. Let's so... Just dodged a freaking bullet. This is so strong now. Especially the front one has 3 attacks. It doesn't die to any Rolling Stones or anything like that anymore. It's just Elderberries for years, so we'll set the first one up on heights. This actually allows you to set up 2 on heights, which is cool. Yes, paparazzi, it's what we want to see. So we're able to kill the paparazzi, essentially for free. Kernel Pult. Thanks to, you know, I think it was, I forget who it was. I think it is the Discord guys who discovered that Kernel Pults can really get so much value in certain matchups. Heck yeah. Grab a sweater and actually window. What happened? Nothing. It's just Elderberries. Another one. Let's go. Another one. I feel so bad for this guy. Let's go. Double Elderberries. This guy is not going to do anything. It blocks 10. Essentially lethal damage. Yep, got him. This is 10-17. It's exactly guaranteed lethal. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm so happy this deck dominated that hard in a game where we didn't get Pineclone, didn't get Cob Cannon, didn't get anything. We just got Elderberries. And, Hunters. And 3 corns. No, 2 corns. Get the heck out of here, man. He dead. He dead. The man is the deadest man. Hell yeah. He threw his phone into a lake. It's just sinking. The fish are looking at his phone. It's like, wow. The fish are like, this guy sucks at PvP. Why am I so mean? I don't have to be mean. It's unnecessary. Just concede. Stop wasting your phones. Throwing them into lakes and such. Oh, this is important. Hell yeah. Just wait till we get some Pineclone games. Cool. How do we do this? I think we mulligan the Cob Cannon first because it's just too slow. Against paparazzi is good. You know, it's good against space time too. Alright. We don't even have a mushroom. Okay. I don't know. Okay, this hand sucks. But, again, there's most of the cards in our deck we can draw into. It'll improve. Got Weed Whack. Oh, this deck definitely has the ability to, even if we do get it behind, which with Weed Whack we're actually not going to get behind here. It definitely has the ability to come from behind. It's most mid-range decks usually pretty good at that. Oh boy, so we have a turn 5 play. Alright, so we're going to reserve the Heights lane. Usually you want to put this on Heights against sneaky heroes because of laser-based alpha, but since we have Kernel Pulp, we gotta keep the Heights lane. Opan. This is a really difficult card for Super Brainz to deal with. I mean, he just doesn't have the field clear, the smaller removal. These aren't even small cards, they're medium, so 2 medium-sized cards. Really good value for a 3-drop. That's cool. We have a quick answer for that, which is nice. If we top deck a Pineclone, by the way, we get like 7 Pineclones. Okay. This is fine. We really don't, especially if it's an Imp deck, we can get a lot of value here. So we are just keeping him off the board. I don't want him teleporting something deadly in. I know we probably could have included one of those in the Gloomshroom next turn, but maybe I should have really held on to like the Weed Whack and just blasted this to get the teleport deadly. Survey says, oh my gosh, let's make 2 Gloomshrooms. I'll actually spend a Gloomshroom if there isn't a good splash and save the Puffshroom for later. The Cob Cannon's eating the little buddies. That's how we're doing it here. Space. That's weird. I don't want to put a Gloomshroom here. I'm gonna let the space-time hit my face. And we're just gonna add 5 both sides to this field. I don't want barrels making this trade. This is so much damage. Him really conjuring cards. I don't know, we're gonna be able to kind of deal with whatever this conjures anyway. Either in a look at this hand. I don't have to talk anymore. Just look at my hand, guys. We have the answer to essentially anything he can throw at us here. Except for perhaps teleporting in something amazing. Which I don't think is gonna happen, okay. My gosh. So he's going after this one, I guess. Desperation Super Brainz Super. To just lose a trade horribly. I mean, it's not even good. He does it. Okay. Losing even more trades. It's cool how we got the conjure synergy. It's conjured a dancing card. Plus 1 less because of space time. It's down to 8. Okay. These Velociraptor hunters are still happy. The cool thing about these team-ups is that I can sort of do this in any lane. Oh my gosh, that's actually one of the things we gotta really watch out for. So we are cheating, so we clicked on the Mug as he's going to the gravestone, so Mug is in 1, and then you scroll through the cards, Space-Time's in 2, and the Disco's in 3. Mug, Space-Time, Disco. It's gonna make a difference here too. So we're actually adding this to the field. Space-Time will absorb with this. I wonder if I should try to block the Mug with one of these cards. We can really afford to take the 5. These we'll probably end up just killing the Mug next turn. This is fine. We have 14 effective health. Alright, so we have Cob Cannon 2 times here. Even another Mug, it's not gonna do enough. You can click on the mug when it appears, yeah. Alright. So the kernel doesn't actually add anything here. We're gonna kill this one. Let's do it with the little bunny. This wins a trade anyway. So let's just blast this. It just procs the block for 5. Get the heck out of here. This deck is nasty! Nasty! I love how the little cards that you're using for Pineclone all get insane, incredible value late in the game. They're either adding 3 attack to an Elderberry, doing 9 damage with a Gloomshroom, or just killing a guy straight up with Cob Cannon. This is really what this deck needed to be. Hell yeah! 5Z, thank you. You guys are so nice. Thanks for being so... I was just telling one of my new friends, like, Twitch and how it works and stuff like that, and, it really is unique. We have a community that is just so freaking nice and positive. If you go to the Call of Booty side of the internet, you know, you just have a Twitch chat, it's just so toxic. Sorry, Call of Booty, guys. But it's true. Alright, we're gonna see a Pineclone game, finally. What Garg is best for defense? I don't really know if it's a good way of defending using a Gargantua, huge minion, as control. That's usually not the way to go. Maybe Surprise Garg or Rodeo, because they can at least switch lanes. But the answer is no. Even Teleport Zombot with the Morticia, I'm not going to consider to be defense, because that's really a finisher. It's not really a defensive play. It's just a game ender. Clearing lane 2 was guaranteed. Really? Oh, because I had an Elderberry. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so it's another Super Brainz named Pretty Woman 19. It's definitely a guy. Let's be real. I'm probably going to Pineclone these. Yep. Actually heals this one. We actually have 2 Pineclones, so we gotta use one here. Oh, we got stuff. It's probably just Pineclone and Pineclone. Probably. Wonder if I should Scorch. Nah, it's Pineclone. What's the best hero for control? I have a lot of success with Brainstorm. He has good win conditions that benefit from controlling opponents. AKA Valtrickster Hybrid. Who else is good for control? Oh. Random Swashbuckler? Definitely didn't expect that after beating me up and cell phones up. It's okay. So we can either go Elderberry, or if we don't go Pineclone now, it dies. Pretty sure that's what we're doing here. Wonder if I should keep this lane open. The option is... Is Elderberry just better? No, let's Pineclone again. We can put the Elderberry on so many things. I guess Shroom for 2 Elderberry is going to happen next turn, so let's let the single Pineclone die, so we can set up a Shroom for 2. Get a little more value. Look at the value of these Pineclones though, guys. Oh yeah. That's cool. Strike there. Doesn't do enough. We're not doing any damage here, but we're gonna... He's doing damage. But we're going to, We're gonna have a field, a strong field here, and more in hand. He's just not gonna be able to put as much, maintain as much value in the field as us, especially with a hero that just has no field clear at all. I wonder if this is when we scorch. I'm actually considering not... maybe we just play, like, I don't know. The Gloom Shroom, Shroom for 2 is gonna be cool later. I just don't know if having a strike through minion, he's not gonna pogo it. Alright, let's do the right thing. Should I keep this Pineclone alive? I think I will, actually. Oh, we also have this Puff Shroom to evolve. I'm gonna do this. It's actually 6 damage here. Really cool. Did he use a super power? Chop, deadly, super. So what is he holding? Must be like holding his ultimate or something. This is a play. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It would be cool to field clear this, but we can't. We use the shroom. I think it's like this. Like this. This way, if we roll a 1, well, it can be 1 block. Anyway, let's stop an Aldebaran in the field. Now, even if he gets chopped, we win. There's no way for him to survive. I guess putting it here would have played around chop too, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Gloomin 1 makes it guaranteed. Unless he's holding chop, but he doesn't have chop. We know he doesn't have chop because he didn't use it. You're right. Just Gloomin 1 would have been better. Was that guaranteed though anyway? No, it's rolling a 1 and then blocking. Yeah, you're right. Gloomin 1 was the play. Oh, he had 0 brains anyway, right? Oh. Yep, I really overthink that. I admit it. I don't actually like Berry Blast against Super Brains, because what are we gonna kill on to unless he's running Toxic Waste Imp? We'll have superpowers for that. Let's try to get the anti-space-time cards and stuff. I guess we're keeping this hand. I don't know why I feel upset when I don't. When I just have elderberries for years. This is going face. Again, the rule of thumb for super to face on turn 1 is if you have an amazing 3-sun and 4-sun play in hand, then do it. Otherwise, save that and get some more value out of it by killing a minion rather than 2 damage to face. Just more value. We definitely have amazing 3, 4, and this is turn 2, guys. This is insanity now. Absolute freaking insanity. He's never going to be able to catch up to this. I don't care if he has chop. I know, how come everyone's super brains today? It's so random. 2 straight games of missing guaranteed lethal. It was BM. I don't know. Impostoire. I'm just trying to think forward to a Cobb Cannon. Like, I might actually, you know, Colonel Pult is still active on Heights if we do this. I think I'm going to make the Cobb Cannon sort of able to field clear 2 different lanes later. So we'll do this on Heights. Hell yeah. And again, if this gets chopped, that's just... he doesn't have the chop anymore. Again, using a really powerful superpower plus a minion to not even block the 5 damage. It just kills 1 guy, and now we also get the 4, which are not blocked, so... I mean, that's a really good sign that he doesn't have any rockets or anything like that in hand. Oh my gosh. This is a weird, awkward situation here. I might actually just play this dry to proc the block. space time. Yep. We don't need the 5 damage. The first minion usually just procs the block here. So we'll block the space time, do that 2 strike through, set up the 6 to be able to go phase, and save the puff shroom for the cob cannon. It's gonna be way better. I stand on one. Let's do it the fun way. Why am I so mean? Why? Disgusting. 20-0. So we're 4-0. This deck is the best deck. Yeah, we could have buried Blast the face. Puff Shroom. Oh, I should have played Dry Puff Shroom in 1 the last turn. Yeah, you're right. You guys are better at this game than me, apparently. Dry Puff Shroom and then Elderberry also dry in 2 would usually make lethal. And it usually preserves the Puff Shroom for the Cop Can next turn anyway, so yeah. Alright, I'm keeping this actually, so we'll get rid of one of you. Get rid of the Gloom Shroom. Really looking for those Pineclones. But otherwise, we have early game answers and the beginning of our mid game. This is how we do it, boys. This is literally, yes, Kernel Pull. Oh my gosh. The question is, what is the actual weakness of this deck? How do you beat it? I guess you gotta stick around to find out. Yes. You think you're the only French viewer? I bet you $10 that's not true. 10 euros. Is anyone else here from besides for Antox? Is the real question. Probably a stupid play. It's just gonna 2-for-1 rocket this. Oh, I got hiccups. No. I didn't cover this, so it procs the block. No chop for you. It's really good. You think that's gonna do anything? This weak stuff out of here. I'm really wondering which one of these are better. I think this is the better card, so theoretically we should bury Blast, but it's better because it costs 1. I think if these both cost the same, the 3 damage would be better, especially because it can go phase, and I don't think Sun is going to be of essence. The only time it's going to matter is like turn 7 if we top deck a second Cob Cannon, so I think we're actually saving the Berry Blast here. Convoluted. Do I play around Weed Spray? I can just try to pile on more chip damage here. I think that's good. I think hit, proc the block. That's how we're doing it. Solar Flare also hiccups, you're right. It's part of her passive animation. That wasn't, wow. So he actually opted on turn 4. It doesn't say if that was made by the Thinking Cap. Maybe we'll find out right now. But he might have actually started with Chop and opted to do that on turn 4. Okay. Got Mug randomly. It means we can go face as hard as we want here. Mug is in 1. Middle Manager is still there, so he conjures an extra card. So this is the play. Weirdly enough. This also gets him down to Berry Blast range, so it's just part of the... We have to... We're actually going to run out of steam before him, so it's just about a tempo game now. So again, if that chop was natural, well, he could still get super, he could still get heal. We actually don't have enough damage. That's a problem. We don't know if the chop came from thinking cap. Just heal. Kind of like the worst case scenario. I guess it keeps the cow count on. We need another Lycan card. And a Pineclones, I don't know, sad here. It's not really good. I don't think we're gonna win this game, guys. Stop cheating, Cry. Where do you even get this from? I don't know what to do. I feel stuck in the mud right now. Do we Very Blast this one? Because heck, why not? I think so. Are we chipping the opponent to death? Is that what's happening here? Nuts of berries? Some Middle Manager stuff. That going bottle, I mean, it draws my card. Does like 3rd damage to this. Doesn't really do anything. Bonus attack with this. Wow, crazy. Okay. Got a monster. Bruh, I would have gone after the Cob Cannon there. Oh my gosh, we're in such bad shape. It's all about us top decking really good cards and him not having any answers. Pineclone's probably the best thing we can actually get now. For real. This is like the worst thing we can get, for real. Literally. Puff Shroom would be better. It feels bad that this is the matchup that's destroying us. We have nothing here. Maybe I should have been less greedy with the Cob Cannon. I don't know, man. So, we'll keep that in play. And just pass, I guess. There's the rocket. We're done! Alright, can you speak Hebrew? Betach. That means, of course I can. For sure. They're blessed. Maybe that should have gone first. Blocking and then getting a Cob Cannon would be cool. Maybe Berry Blast and then the Raptors here was the better play. Rolling Stone's the non-team-up one. Smash is the team-up one. So, yeah, now it's lethal. I think now it's guaranteed. Yep. We is 4-1, folks. This should be a good matchup. We really have everything we need. Maybe setting up a little faster with the Pineclones would have helped us there. This doesn't matter at all. The person was in the chat watching the stream. Oh. There's Pineclones, so we'll go all in on it now. Hell yeah. Against up 292. Hey, yes. Molecule. See, I don't think Molecule's right because you think that game Molecule would have been good? It would have made some 2-drops. It wouldn't have worked. Molecule is pretty bad by itself unless you've already set up something else, and if not, just put another threat. I don't know. I think the cards need to win more, but also be independently good. This is weird. I could go for this play. I guess this is less sad against Food Spray, right? That was fine. Very cool. So I think the Pineclone happens next turn. I mean, we're always Pinecloning next turn, right? Alright. Trappois. Yeah, Tomb Raider would have been good. Fortunately, it was only Trappois. It's still possible with Gloomshim here. He'd have to really play into it, though. Don't drop him, stomp it down. Gosh. Go! Should I kill the Stompedon? Or should I just go face? Or should I save this to field clear him? Probably the third choice. Not comfy, especially if he has a crazy hand with more card draw and stuff. Don't block that. That's good. Hold level ones. Take this. This laser base alpha is a huge problem. The cool fit play is going to be getting in the Gloomship here. See about lanes and stuff. Can actually do it here with the Puff Show. Ugh. Yeah, kind of hard to to clear things. Anyway, this is the play. Gets him down in one. Is there a different play where we proc the block? No, let's just do this. Man, that's a huge pogo. That's a humongous pogo. It's also gonna be a 6/6. Goddamn. This is rough. Still got cards and stuff. We should be able to pull this off. I think the top priority right now has to be proccing his block, not dicking around with Gloomshroom. Getting him down to 1 health full block meter doesn't really advance our cause much here. These environments are driving me absolutely insane. I probably should have nerfed that one and gone like this. Yeah, this was a mistake. Actually, no. In case this is another Pogo, I should have put 2 here. Duh. Okay. Looks like it worked out. Bye-bye. I think we're still okay. I don't know. Gotta proc this block. He only got 1 buff from the stomping on him. Seems like a good block here. Oh, we got 2. Oh, if he plays into this Gloomshroom, I'm gonna be a happy Jew. What are the bets? I bet it's very heavy on yes. Yeah, 83% yes. Okay. Okay, I mean, well, the Gloomshroom looks cool, but I don't know, man. I think we might have to be a little bit more aggro. How do we do this? Do I save this combo? Just go Pineclone and then Elderberry Dry here? We have to play around Pogo again, I think. We have to proc his block. This is so weird. I don't know if this is right. Surprise! It's okay. Yeah, these gravestones are giving us a hard time. See, now, even with that blow, we always proc the block here. That's fine. I feel like you should have moved this guy to here, but anyway. Alright, we'll save that for damage. We are finally proccing the block. Okay. Man is going face. So we could field clear him and Scorch. 8 and 3 does not win. And I mean, he'd have to have a really good answer. I think that's what we're doing. We theoretically have lethal here. Doesn't have bonus attacks. Do we got him? Got him! That was rough. Can we take... I'm being a little sweaty here, but can we take a second just to kind of figure out what the strengths and weaknesses of this deck is? Do we have... We really might have too much early game. Like, you don't need all this early game unless you're setting up a Pineclone. I also don't think this is doing enough. Really, the Shroom for 2 is not doing enough. Like, what if we cut this and just added one more late game card? What would that late game card be? It makes the Gloomshroom sad, but it's kind of sad anyway. What if we just added another, just you? And this also can become a Pineclone, by the way, the little pit. Really, this doesn't do anything in the early game except set up Pineclone. Alright, we're gonna make this a properly mid deck here. I think this is gonna be the power. I think that's the thing, is that we end up with this too many small cards and not enough power. Thank you, Laz, for 15 months with Prime. Heck yeah. My good friend Laz. Are we 5-1 now? Just did I count that way? Pretty sure I did. Yep. All right, this is the deck. Nidda 1. Nidda 1. We got rid of Shroom for 2. And we added in Astrocado. So now the deck really leans towards the mid-late game. And what we're going to end up doing now is mulligan much harder for the early game. It kind of allows us to do that. So I think we just go all in on Pineclone first, since we see it. Very Blast is good against Z-Mech. I think this guy's a sniper, his name looks so freaking familiar. But who knows? Honestly, this one's scary. We'll try to set this up on 3. Okay. Oh, this is a fine play here. It's a 2 for 1. We took a lot of damage, but... Should I buy Z-Mech? You could if you have all the cards, the teachers, and the conmans, and all that stuff for him. If one landed here, I would probably commit the Pop Shroom. Then we just do this. Don't want it to get too field cleared from the super. Actually, no, we can't have super. He's straight. That's great. If that's all he did, wow. Just played 1 brain worth of aggression on turn 3. One thing I found is against Z-Mech, you know, the ones with the lots of small minions with 2 and 3 health, Pineclone is very strong. This is gonna give us a field here. Just because he doesn't have... Doing 3 damage is too expensive. He doesn't even have one of his lightning bolts. He could get one here. It's just too... It costs Z-Mech way too much to do 3 damage. 2 is a lot easier, you know, 1. 3 is like the threshold. Okay, during the tournament, there's a guy named Badorni, who I actually tested. It was Gargmech versus Psycho Pineclones, and Psycho Pineclones was dominating it. That was the experience. I think we Berry Blast this. Plays aren't going viral. I'll definitely save this for the cow cannon. We're doing a lot here, though. Bungie? Maybe the Berry Blast was a waste. We're getting 9 in here, though. He's getting 4. Okay. He saved that. So it's Rock Wall, Lightning. I feel like Lightning you should use, but maybe saving the big Lightning for next turn? I don't know, man. I like that we're healing for 2 here. It's really cool. Yes. So this happens... actually in this lane. I'm gonna do it like this. It's a 2 for 1. It's just more likely for this to not get blocked here. That's a lot of tempo. He's got nothing going on this field right now. Even if he fruitcakes the Cob Cannon, we just win. We have more cards than him now. We have more field than him. It's something. It's actually a Pineclone card. Is this turn 8? No, it's turn 7. Too bad. Anyway, it's not going to catch up from us. Junta. It's just too many Pineclones. Yeah. I feel so bad for this guy. Back up to 11. Get wrecked. Trick Mech or whatever you are. 6 and 1. Bunging to face. Very classy way to concede. Yay! All right. Early game. Early game. Early game. Mid game. Okay. Maybe this is also a sniper. I think he just wanted to see if he could snipe, and then he was like, okay, mission failed successfully. Oh, here we go. It's Z-Mech. I want to play against more Z-Mechs. Feeling good about the matchup. We'll look for another early game card. Why not? With all this mid to late game, you can just afford it. Pass one. Love to see it. Now it's 2, 3, 4. Oh, so good. Hell yeah. Aerobics? Oh. Again, 3 damage really is huge, so we're gonna use the better card here. It's more about just having enough answers, not about stun efficiency. This also like breaks open lanes later. For your, you know, if 2 Pineclones in the lane, they put a guy with 3 attack. You want to be able to hit face with that. So this is a really difficult card for Z-Mech to deal with. Okay, so he went arm wrestler on 2 for some reason. It's probably a sumo. I don't know for sure though. It doesn't really make a difference where he plays. He usually just drags one in anyway. So that's good. It means we get an extra Pineclone. Hell yeah. Putting it here means that this front one dies. He went face? Okay, yeah, this is just a joke now. Well, imagine... I mean, unless he's sniping and he knows we have Pineclone, but you still don't want to ping block meter for 1. That's never a right play. It is definitely Pineclone time. And then we'll just play Dry Gloomshroom. It's going to be enough pressure that it's going to be a sad day for several Gs. This actually goes here because in case we top deck a Puff Shroom, we'll probably Puff Shroom Gloomshroom here. This Pineclone dies for free is very sad. But we do get 2 3/3s in turn 4, which is fine. Dry Gloomshroom it is. Can't imagine anything he could play right now with that the play would not be Dry Gloomshroom in 2. It might be a bomb. You never know. What does unlocking random sub do? I think it's a random sub emote, so you can use one of the special Prime up 7 and 2. Something tells me it's going to be 9 and 1 today anyway. La 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 la. That's cruel. Is Maniacal Laugh a good idea and as a finisher in a Smash Sports deck? You could. I think going viral overall is going to be a better choice, though. Okay. Okay. I know which one I'm killing this turn. Block. Whew. Okay, we can do this next turn, actually, with the Gloomshroom. Yeah, I think we take the 3 on the chin. I'm sure you have second. Especially if it puts a non-gravestone here. This Gloomshroom's pretty insane. This 5 still gets blocked. Thanks for charging my block meter. If he puts a too big of a guy, we'll just Cob Cannon. Actually, no, we don't have it. Oh well. Alright, it's Gloomshroom. We've committed. If he passes, the Gloomshroom actually goes in 1. Yeah, it's going in. It's going in 3. Yay! It's so good. I love it. Hell yeah, brothers. The Colonel Pult actually kills the 5-1 next turn. That's guaranteed. 7 and 1. Oh, this deck's so good. Fry, you're my favorite streamer. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. I think this is it. I think that there was, again, I don't know if you guys remember, we did this challenge once where someone was donating money for every consecutive game that I won. So I started with zombies with Z-Mech, and I did Trick Mech, and we got 10-0. So then I was like, okay, plan Psycho Pineclones, and we lost the first game. I feel like just since then in the tournament, with Psycho Pineclones, it's been good, but just not that level of excellence that if you don't get Pineclone early, it just doesn't have that level of excellence that it really could have. I think this is the answer. We haven't even seen Astrocado yet, but we've actually gotten value from this. We're keeping the starting hand. Gotten value from the Astrocado in how it allows us to mulligan harder for early game and not have to worry that we're not going to have the 5-drop, you know? Sorry, I didn't change the score. Yep. So we're obviously going for the, lucky we didn't see Infinity Clones, even though we have so many answers on our hands for that. We're gonna go all in on the Pineclones here on turn 4. See, I don't know about committing this yet. We have 2 answers to this, the Scorch and we have the Kernel Pult. The Scorch seems like it could get more value later, maybe. The Kernel Pult's also, but the Kernel Pult, like, I want this to turn into a Pineclone. It's a 3/3. Like, this is not... If we play this, it usually just dies to something for free here. This is tough, but I think we value the guy. And also not charging the opponent's block meter. So there's a few reasons why the Kernel Pult, not playing it right now, is better. Let's see what we top deck here. See, in this case, it actually would have been better to play it, because it sets up. You know what, the Kernel Pult will end up being a turn 5 play and be a base for the, It'll be a base for the Cop Cannon, probably. Play us on 5 and then this on 6. But, yep. Velociraptor. It works. That's annoying. We'll probably have to put 2 Pineclones in front of that now, which is so annoying. Maybe I'll just go face. I don't know. Gosh, look at these corners. We really could oh my gosh. Okay, so never mind. I'm putting 1 Pineclone in front of this, and then we're gonna Kernel it next turn. That is most definitely the play. So the heal, the block, we get 6 here. We'll have this 3 Pineclones left. And this will sweep up the, we have to play a Kernel Pult here to set up the Cobb anyway. So, it's good value. That worked out great, though. Good trade. 2 Pineclones. Really good trade against a Pinkelosaurus. Wow. So we have plays. Oh, we have plays. I might actually put the Kernel, not upgrade the Kernel. I'm going to upgrade one of these back Pineclones. Oh my gosh, that's so obnoxious. Okay, we're playing rough. Change in plans. We're playing around laser. Change in plans. Desperation. Laser-based alpha just ruins our entire life. So we're playing around it. And we're setting up the now the Cobb Cannon actually splashes this. We'll conjure another card. I don't care. It's a tempo game now, not a card game. We have too much damage on the field to be worried about that. Okay. We're fine. Okay, so he's going for more block meter charge. Like, he wants to be hit a 3rd time here, which I don't know. I think you actually want a full to come into this next turn with a full block meter, but I hear what he's doing. He thinks maybe some superpowers can get him back in the game. Infinity Clones would be good here. Actually, not really, because God, oh my gosh. So we actually have the opportunity to play here. If he puts like a 1 health minion here, I'll definitely do that. Maybe I'll do it anyway. 2 + 6 wins. Best possible, best case scenario is he just plays a big guy that dies to Cobb Cannon. Oh my gosh, double Kernel Pult coming in clutch. Yes, yes! GG's. So I think we saved this one. Yep, that's like this. Yeah. Even if he, you know, fruit cakes. 8 and 1. Yes! Yes, I love this deck so much. Heck yeah! Alright, we got the 8 wins. Let's go for 9. Is Laser Beam a solid finisher if you don't have Astricado? I think it's too expensive. I'd almost rather go for like Boomerang and Power Flower than Laser Beam. Laser Beam costs 6 actually. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's just so sad because you also don't get a card of it. Like Astricado can die to Rocket Science and stuff, but you still get that pit, which is such a huge threat. It means they have to play around it every turn, and that just like can really stunt opponents' options. Or it turns into a 5-3 and it's unlimited just cycling. Laser Beam, you know, if Laser Beam made the... But Laser Beam's also more expensive. It's the same amount of damage, it has more health, but it's also what will cost 1 more. I don't know. It probably would be okay. Maybe in an aggro deck. Could be if you have other threats in the field, Laser Beam becomes amazing. I don't have to... like kill Teacher and stuff here. This is interesting. It's a good card against Morticia unless they're packing an Extinction Event, and let's face it, who doesn't? A little synergy between Astricado and the dinosaurs here. Because when it dies, it makes it dino run. Alright. The answer is yes, I'll award these fries. Good job. 83% of you. Voting wise. We will... yeah, we gotta save heights for Colonel Pulp. I think if an opponent has an Extinction Event, they're gonna play it now, so it won't get all this insane value here. It's not even that good against a single card because he wastes a card and we still have these growing minions on the field. That's very good. Extinction Event's actually still a thing. Yep. Not the hand. Well, you know what? It means he doesn't have that if we get a Pineclone, and let's face it, we need to top deck a Lakein card literally every single draw right now. Oh, that sucked. Probably Scorching here. This hand sucks. We need again every single turn. I wonder if instead of Scorch I should use a Colonel Pulp. I think I will. The Scorch probably will get more value. And we have so many little cards. This doesn't represent a lot of value because it's so replaceable in this hand. Good news is if he had an Extinction Event, I probably would have played. This is Brick City though. It's so funny how I got rid of the Shroom for 2 and this is still happening. Oh my god, hallelujah. That was he doesn't know our hand. If he knew our hand, that is okay. Okay. It also just grows. It's almost sad to Pineclone now. No, I'm gonna go for the Pineclones. If he has Extinction Event, I'm gonna be a sad Jew, but... so it's gonna be... definitely use one of the Colonels. Where does the Colonel go? I guess this one. The Puff Shrooms are better. Even the healing isn't going to matter here. Should I put an 8th Pineclone on the field? Extinction Event would be very sad. There's also Acid Rain very likely happening here. This isn't actually that good. Maybe I should just Scorch here instead. Maybe I should Scorch here instead. Oh my gosh, I'm crazy. I'm doing it. Now let's decide if that was a good play. I completely wasted this little buddy, by the way. It just means the Extinction Event doesn't do as much here. That's okay. Moppy? Proc the block. Don't get summoning. That's fine. So this is okay now. This is the little buddies. Very sad. But now the Acid Rain already happened, so these Pineclones just get so much better. That was such a weird play. My gosh, we got another little buddy. Imagine anything mattering ever. It's just going for Bad Moon Rising or something stupid like that. Bruh. I don't know what's going on. Do we, well... Do I just not even put a Pineclone here? And just go face? Yeah. We have to, like, get the most value out of every card in order to be able to win this game, so... Let's not put Pineclones into trading against the 3-2. Oh my gosh, see, he does have it. It's so annoying, man. Ugh. So, second extinction event. Against it. I mean, it's so cool how we're still in this game despite this insanely bad hand. I mean, we're running literally 12 early game cards, 3 types of zeros and 1 drops, and that's literally I sound like Rob Lowe right now. It's like literally all we got. Can I get a Gloomshoom or a Cop Cannon here? Gosh, it's not it. That wasn't it. I guess we just try to weather the storm. I don't know. I should probably just go for another Pineclone here, right? I don't really know. Make that one die, because it doesn't matter. Maybe this deck just needs Malika. I think this just being dead is okay, and we'll save the Puff String. More Pineclones. Yes! Charm Junior dies. Fairy decks are not dead. Already answered. We need some power. The good news is we have hardly any, you know, Puff Shrooms and Little Buddies left in the deck. Okay, here we go. Now we got. Oh my gosh! Now he does nothing. Okay, so we'll see. We have to save this for value. So we'll just put this. It's a pretty good turn actually to develop the hunters. Gosh, we're so done. We're gonna have to blitz this hard now. We're actually playing in the position where we just have to. I think we could probably like finish him in lane 1 here. Look at the splash though. Oh gosh. Probably still finish him in 1. Unless he gets like, yeah, that's fine. He thinks we just win. I mean, if he has to have an answer to the Cob Cannon. Alright. Maybe we try to do this here instead. Splash is... Wait, oh no, splash, splash. Wait a second. This will actually kill this one. So we have to kill one of the gas giants. Alright, we're doing it in 1. Just hope he doesn't have an answer. Good block. If he answers this, so he'll take 3. He'll throw another Garg. Is blocking this the right play? It sort of is, right? Because then he just wins if we don't do this. It's just if does he have a rocket science or a teleport? Or that. Counts as a teleport. Yeah, looks like we live. Why not both? Why the hell not? God damn. Whew. So this game was a combination of somehow getting bricked, but that'll just happen in card games. And yeah, we're not gonna win this. There's no actual way to win, right? Splash! Wanna be hero. Fade health. Well, maybe there is. Maybe there is. If we top decked.
We need a lead.
No, I don't know what the hell I'm even saying. My gosh, what
Finally,
a top
I
deck.
figured out my login. Missed the streams.
Look at this guy. Yay, GG. Ain't nothing we can do about that. Cheesecake. Oh, welcome back. All right, 8-2. Goddamn. Honestly, if we wouldn't have bricked, we would have gone off early. We would have been able to deal with the first Gargs with Cobb Cannon. We would have had some kind of strike-through minion. We didn't get a single one of our, really, anything in the late game until that last turn. So I don't feel bad about that at all. This deck is great. This deck is really, really good. It's great. Okay. Vote for me. This really dominated most of the games. Cool. But it's not invincible. That's a good thing. Hope you guys enjoy. That was a great, amazing, fantastic, wonderful stream. Peace. This is Fry.